Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. This is Bakshi coming again with Nimish Bakshi. And it's my pleasure to talk more about his experience about long distance running and how being asthmatic, how he has handled his situation with different techniques. So, Nimish, over to you. Tell us a little bit more about asthma and last year's experience.
Thank you very much for having me on this today's call or in today's session. So, yeah, a little bit of my asthma. I experienced some asthma. I've had a history of asthma, but with yesterday or last year's run, I was doing well. I had been practicing properly and making sure I was taking care of myself. But after the race of the marathon relay last year, I noticed that I was coughing a lot more. I was having a little bit more gasping issues and shortness of breath. And I had no clue what was going on. So I came across some different things, specifically some breathing techniques that I was made aware of, whether that be Surya Namaskar or some other simpler, just breathing in and out properly with through the nose. And that really helped me to calm down, to really focus on my breath. Of course, I was put on some other maintenance medication, but the thing that really helped me was the breathing and just to stay relaxed and stay calm.
Oh,
So that
very good.
has been helpful.
And then you also mentioned a little bit about humming.
Yes, I did a little bit. I do actually do some humming even while I'm running.
Oh,
Even
good.
during these different practice rounds, I'm going like, so it's just helping me to kind of release the
Show us that again.
sure.
Yeah. So is you're blowing your cheek. Nimish, let me explain to the audience here one of the interesting aspects about what you just said about asthma. Asthma means the bronchi or the airways are constricted. That's what he has, the situation. He's been on some medications. However, even with the running that he's doing, marathon relay, and he experienced the coughing. Coughing occurs usually because of some spasm in the bronchi, bronchial. That's what happens, and maybe a little secretion or something. And when you do the breath work that you're doing, for example, a simple breath, you slow down, and then you do that, and do humming, for example, or the cheek blowing that you're doing. What you're doing is you're creating more nitric oxide. When you create nitric oxide, the nitric oxide opens up the airways, opens up the blood vessels, circulation, and also relaxes you. Overall, it relaxes you. So that's wonderful message for the last year, and that's very helpful. Now let's describe to everybody here about today's run that you ran. What, 4.2 miles or something?
Yeah, I did roughly around 4.2, 4.3 miles today. I it was a really warm, sunny day here in Pittsburgh in the 70s, and I thought, okay, why not go for a run? I was I I've done since the this past marathon relay. I wanted to focus more on the distance or making sure that I could run a longer distance without stopping. So I have been progressing towards that. So today, my goal was to really run 4 point, at least 4.2, 4.5, or even 4 miles, just flat 4 miles without stopping. As I was running today, I noticed that I was breathing more. I was focusing more on breathing through my nose. I started initially with with my mouth open as I was running, but as I was running, I wanted to focus more on trying to just do through the nose. I noticed that when I did that, it was a lot calmer. I felt a lot calmer, and I just felt that I could do a little bit further. I could go a little bit further as I was running. Now, as I was doing that, there was one spot in the run that I did have a coughing spell. I
Hmm.
had no clue exactly what it was, whether it be something stuck in my throat or just because it was so hot outside. I had no clue. So I thought, okay, one cough, two cough, that's fine, whatnot. Then I was coughing a little bit more. So I decided, let me take a step back, or let me walk a little bit, and then it got a little bit worse. So I stopped. And all I did was just go put my hands up, breathe in,
Inhale and
inhale,
exhale.
and breathe out, exhale.
Hmm. Hmm.
I did that for about 5 minutes,
All right, 5 minutes.
and
Okay, good.
it felt really good. It felt
Hmm.
more relaxing and calm.
Right,
And
right.
because I was able to calm myself down, I could continue with my run.
Good. So overall, you believe that your distance was a little bit more today than usual? Is that what you're saying?
Distance was, well, in the sense of how much I ran.
Okay. Okay.
Total running, it was a little less than you might
How much you ran
usual.
in the sense walking versus running. In between, you
Walking,
walk.
yeah, walking versus running.
I
There have
see.
been
Okay.
instances where I've walked,
Uh-huh.
because with the
I
asthma
get it.
and stuff, I would walk during,
Right.
it would be breaks in between that I
Right.
would want to walk because I want to be consistent, making sure that nothing's
Very good.
wrong.
Yep. Yep.
But today was more walking versus running.
Thank you. So these are very fascinating points here for everybody who wants to do any kind of running or even kind of exercises. See, exercise recovery time, recovery breath. What he did was called recovery breath. You recover after breathing a little bit. For he did it for 5 minutes, and notice that he inhaled and exhaled. And you said exhalation was a little longer, right?
Yes, exhalation was
And what
longer.
that does is it switches our system to a parasympathetic, like a vagus nerve. Vagus nerve is the one which gets stimulated because of that. We also have more nitric oxide, and you catch up with stabilizing. So in between stopping a little bit and doing the breath work, frankly, is a very excellent way for anybody who is exercising a lot, gym, any type of gym, you're walking on a treadmill, doesn't matter what you're doing. But every so often, it's always lovely to take a little bit of a breather or breathing break. And it's thank you very much. This Nimish, this has been excellent, ideas and the practical solutions to what you have accomplished. And we look forward to having a little bit more conversation on breath and also a little bit more on physical aspects of your running. But I really appreciate your time about this.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.